Now gone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
All right.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Off play action. Here's Goff. And that will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Right, 22. Monday.
Stafford. And that's complete to Adams. Now he's loose at the 40. And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Second and 10. Now Williams running left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyron Williams, 29 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
For the extra point.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Fights loose. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Complete to number 87, Sam Laporta. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 47.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 40.
And the Lions first down.
Now it's Goff. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. A shotgun snap for Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Goff now looks to throw. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
3-yard line.
17.
Goff throwing again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Why you ain't say nothing, Mike, about that drop?
Offense at the line. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines and at least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
They try the left side here with Williams. And he's able to get this across the field before being taken down. 59 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Now Stafford. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. He'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, 50.
Stafford now to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
At his own 49.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
Here's Stafford. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail.
Who threw that? Who threw that? Who threw that?
Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
My boy just dropped a wide open touchdown. Nothing got said.
And a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They'll certainly have the green light here. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Rams
You can hear me, Mike?
at their own 11-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here.
You suck. Shut up.
Change
Shut
the
up.
momentum of the game.
Wah.
Not need to do.
Boy, you is funny to me. He giving me that. He giving me that. Okay.
After the interception, here's Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour.
I do a lot of bullshit I don't got to do.
We talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
Touchdown, Hart.
And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Play action. It's gone. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as
he want to chase everything.
And it's second down.
Oh, I ain't think about that little route.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Detroit.
Goddamn playing with me like I can't dial this. Dial it up, man. Dial this up, man.
And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of.
It's gonna get uglier than this.
Kicks away.
By June. I doubt it, son. Trying to see what works on here. I'm gonna give you what you don't like. This is what you don't like right here.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressive offensively they want to play this.
You'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll keep it on the ground again here.
There you go. Walk them down.
And we're going to get a timeout. 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break.
Go short. Go short.
It's caught here by Adams.
There's 2 seconds on clock. The ball want that completion.
Takes it inside the 40.
Try Aikman. Why not throw it to the end zone?
Second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I want to beat them. All right, do this to
The
them.
Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. To throw is gone. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught.
I don't play.
25.
I see your O-line. I ain't have to move. I see your O-line.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. This to Laporta, right side. And the Lions are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
First and goal, Detroit.
Value three.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small magical spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Down to about the 32. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They run it again with Williams. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10. Now it's Stafford. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On third down, here's Williams. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
First down, Detroit.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down.
Here's Goff.
33-yard line.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
Goff's pass.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Lions first down.
Goff now to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
First down, Lions.
From the gun, here's Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter.
Alert! Set. 280. Hey, 50.
Stafford looks to throw again. He's got Smith here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Off play action. Here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And unable to connect, 4th. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Gain of 12. And the Lions first down.
To the air again. Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Goff now looks to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Goff. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Rams will take over here just shy of the 30. That's back-to-back drives that have looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field.
How about the layers of intrigue that continue to get added as we watch this game unfold? Both offenses, they're a little bit discouraged with how their drives ended. How will each respond now and can either mount another pop?
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Jack Campbell with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Goff. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Here's Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Goff going to throw it. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Again, Goff. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Back to throw, Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Rams 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Stafford now to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
25 yards on the play. And the Rams.
Throwing is Stafford. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And that penalty will move the ball to the 1-yard line.
So difficult to cover a fade route, and you're talking about into the end zone, and sometimes you panic a little as a defender, and the offensive guys are really smart. Sometimes they jump back into you and create the contact.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Corum is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A.
Yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to get in for the 2, although there is a flag on the field, but it looked like a defender jumped. Stafford and that Rams offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. CD, this is the ideal situation, the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms. After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He's got a man, complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing now, Goff. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here we go on fourth. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last throw here for Stanford. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you're trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the higher. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get it clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as Nevada, I'm from the bottom, on treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you're trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the higher. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the Wizard of Oz. Get the money and change, we ruin the vibes and checking and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies or selling beside me while the enemy hide. Yeah, I'm feeling a change in order. Treading dangerous waters. The demise of falsely idols. Get exposed through code and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kinda finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been healing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a cook in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you're trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the higher. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers. Yeah. back, I'm in Pittsburgh. Motion maker, record breaker. 6 on my chest like an LA Laker. Black belt MC, call me master. 6 on the beat, it's a speaker blaster. Bars are hot, and bars are ready. I'm Little Caesars with the extra chetty. Extra style, extra flow. Swift for sale, like 5 below.
Yeah, in the club now like I'm Biddy. Counting these notes like a MIDI. Laugh to the bank, hit the gritty. Go and tell your mom that she really, really pretty. Yo, I called up your grandma. Said this the new age nostalgia. She said that last night she called ya. Said JVB is the future.
Palace backpack, Nike snapback. Break truck, stop playing hack sack. All gas, whole lot of motion. Headbang, whiplash, past the moat train. Soft up, fits on 10. Yankee fitted, even in my bed.